Hello everyone, today in this video lecture we are going to learn about the carotenoids, betalains, flavonoids and other phenolic compounds in plants and animal pigments. So let's begin with the pigments in plants and animal. As we have learned heme pigment and chlorophyll in the earlier lecture, so today we are going to look for the carotenoids, flavonoids and other phenolic compound and betalamines. First, so let's begin with carotenoids. Carotenoids are referred as the most widespread pigment. So they are estimated for the annual biomass production for around 100 million tons. And also this is the largest majority of the carotenoid found in chlorophylls of the plant pigment. They are majorly found in the carotenoids which are produced by this ocean algae, and they are in higher plants carotenoids in chloroplast, which are often marked by the more dominant chlorophyll pigments. So for example, we can say that in autumn season when the chloroplast decomposes, it gives yellow orange color of carotenoids, which becomes an evidence of this carotenoid. The main functions of these carotenoids are that they plays an important role in photosynthesis process as well as in photo rotation. Also it acts as a secondary pigment, and secondary pigment means in a light harvesting process. They act as a secondary pigment in light harvesting process. They also inactivate the reactive oxygen species. जे ऑक्सिजन स्पीसीज जेव्हा रिॲक्टिवेट होतात त्यांना हे इनॲक्टिवेट करतात when they are exposed to air and light. The chemical of this they are nothing but a chemical messenger and growth regulator, whereas they are present in leaves and stem serve precursors to abscisic acid. So most of this prominent role of this carotenoid pigment is in our diet of human and animal diet. Means they serves as a precursor of majorly vitamin A, and it is present in fruits and vegetables. So they provide around 30 to 100% of vitamin A. So the requirement in the human consumption. Mostly this carotenoids serves as a precursor of vitamin A, which is about 30 to 100%. And so they are nothing but a chemical messenger and growth regulator. Okay, these are the functions of the carotenoids. Now structure. What is the structure? The carotenoid comprises of two structural groups, that is hydrocarbon carotenoids and oxygenated xanthophylls. So these oxygenated xanthophylls consist of derivatives frequently containing hydroxyl, epoxyl, hydride and ketone group. All about 560 carotenoid structures have been identified, and they are further compliant. So the basic carotenoid structure is referred to as a backbone consisting of isoprene unit linked covalently in head-to-tail structure and tail-to-tail fashion. So to create a isoprene unit. पण काही जे डेरिव्हेटिव्स आहेत त्यांना प्रायमरी स्ट्रक्चर आहे फॉर्मिल कार्बनचा 40 कार्बनचा प्रायमरी स्ट्रक्चर आहे. मग सम जे आहेत काही ज्यांना सायक्लिक एंड असू शकतो किंवा नसूही शकतो. जसं शॉर्टर कार्बन स्केलेटन आहेत ह्यांना ॲपोकॅरोटिनल्स म्हणतात. ओके, shorter carbon skeletons are referred to as apocarotenals. The most common of these carotenoids हे occur कशात होतात तर plant tissue, that is beta carotenoid, and this is used as a colorant in our food. So both these the beta carotenoid can be extracted or derived by natural or synthetic process and which are also used and which are mostly found in plants. So the carotenoids which mostly found in plants are alpha carotenoids, which includes in, for example, carrot, capsaicin, red pepper, etc. While lecithin, it includes zeaxanthin and beta cryptoxanthin. So, and last one is biaxin. So these are the some common carotenoids which are present in plants. Okay, so now they have been now the animals derive their carotenoid pigments by consumption of this carotenoid containing plant material. So for example, we can say that the pink color of salmon flesh is due to mainly presence of thin astaxanthin is due to majorly presence of astaxanthin, which is obtained by eating carotenoid containing plants. And they are also known that some carotenoids in plants and animal are bound or associated with protein. This is the all over structure of the carotenoid. While their occurrence and distribution, how they are means edible plant tissues आहेत हे varieties of carotenoid content करतात. For example, red, yellow, orange fruits, परत रूट क्रॉप्स आणि व्हेजिटेबल्स हे रिच आहेत कॅरोटिनॉइड मध्ये. म्हणून ऑल ग्रीन कलर्स व्हेजिटेबल हे कॅरोटिनॉइड कंटेंट असतात अँड दे आर मार्क्ड ॲज अ ग्रीन क्लोरोफिल ड्यू टू हॅव्हिंग अ color of that green which are present in vegetables. So generally the largest concentration of this carotenoids content in plant in those tissues with the largest amount of chlorophyll pigments. म्हणजे जेवढ्या प्रमाणात क्लोरोफिल आहे त्याच प्रमाणात कॅरोटिनॉइड आहे. सो द टोटली एक्झिस्टन्स हे क्लोरोफिलचं कॅरोटिनॉइड्सचं हे क्लोरोफिलमध्ये होतं. सो ते फॅक्टर्स आहेत काही की जे कॅरोटिनॉइड कंटेंट्स ऑफ द प्लांटला इन्फ्लुअन्स करू शकतात. सो फॉर एक्झाम्पल इन सम फ्रूट रायपनिंग आहे ही ड्रॅमॅटिकल चेंजेस होऊ शकतात कॅरोटिनॉइडमध्ये ड्यू टू एक्सपोज टू एअर और लाईट और एनी अदर एन्व्हायरमेंट कंडिशन. Here is an example I can give you, that is in tomatoes carotenoid content especially lycopene present असतो राईट. तर त्यांनी काय होतं जेव्हा इन्क्रीज होतं रायपनिंग प्रोसेस तेव्हा हा कॉन्सन्ट्रेट आहे लायकोपेनचा हा तो स्टेजेस ऑफ प्लांट मॅच्युरिटीवरती डिपेंड आहे. म्हणजे जर तो जसं जसं मॅच्युअर होत जाणार आहे तसं त्याचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन ऑफ लायकोपेन हे सुद्धा इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. So it depends upon the stages of that plant maturity. So even after जरी तो आपण हार्वेस्ट केल्यानंतर पण जो टोमॅटो असतो त्याच्यामध्ये जे कॅरोटिनॉइड्स आहेत हे कंटिन्युअली सिंथेसाइज्ड होतात आणि हे जे आहे ते कशाने तर अफेक्ट होऊ शकतात तर क्लायमेट किंवा यूज ऑफ पेस्टिसाइड फर्टिलायझर्स किंवा टाईप ऑफ सॉइल्सनी. Okay, this is all about the occurrence and distribution. Now moving ahead with the physical properties. As we know that the alkalosis are the lipophilic compounds and they are soluble in soil, oil and organic solvent. As these are lipophilic compounds, so these are mostly soluble in oils and organic solvent. So they are moderately heat stable but are subjected to loss by oxidation process. So they are easily isomerized by heat, acid and light. So the higher wavelength, generally it is referred as that the higher wavelengths are generally used for xanthophylls to prevent interference from that chlorophyll. Okay, these are the physical properties. While extraction process, what it includes that when the complex nature of these derivatives of carotenoids compound present in that food, plant food, requires chromatographic separation, and this extraction of these plant tissues are utilized for the organic solvent that penetrate the hydrophilic matrix. So mostly hexane acetone mixture is used to separate. Okay, and the extraction method is done by the chromatographic separation, while analysis is done by the many chromatographic procedures. So they are being developed for separating carotenoids, especially analytical challenges occur in these carotenoids. So we can say that cis or trans isomer, esters and optical isomers needs to be separate and identified for the carotenoid identification and separation. So here we can say that these pigment tissues, within the tissues, they are being protected due to that chlorophyll. So due to some physical damage or extraction increases the susceptibility of that oxidation process. So what happens when we store a carotenoid in a organic solvent, they will accelerate decomposition, and because of that high conjugated unsaturated structure of the carotenoid, the product of degradation is complex. So degradation of the product of beta carotenoid will form during oxidation and thermal treatment. So during oxidation, epoxides and carbonyl compounds are initially formed. So extensively auto-oxidation will result in bleaching of carotenoid pigments and loss in color. So what happens when the oxidative destruction of this beta carotenoid are intensified, then in presence of some metal ions and sulfide. So enzymatic activity, in short, we can say that the enzymatic activity of lipoxygenase catalyzes oxidative degradation of the carotenoid pigments. So they are being analyzed, and there are some enzymatic reaction in which epoxides and carboxylyl compounds are being initially formed, and where when the process occurs, then there is oxidative destruction of this beta carotenoids, which are intensified with the use of some ions, metal ions and sulfur, and which causes the loss in color. Okay, this was an all over analysis of an carotenoid. Now what are its chemical properties? What are its chemical properties? These chemical properties include oxidation, antioxidant activity and stability and processing. In this oxidation, what happens that they are easily oxidized because of large number of conjugated double bonds. सो जेव्हा लार्ज नंबर ऑफ कॉन्जुगेटेड डबल बॉन्ड असल्यामुळे ते इझिली ऑक्सिडाइज होतात, आणि हे स्टोअर ऑर्गॅनिक सॉल्वंटमध्ये केले जातात, त्यामुळे डिकम्पोजिशनला ॲक्सेलरेशन मिळतं. म्हणजे डिकम्पोजिशन इज स्टार्ट्स इन दॅट प्रोसेस ड्युरिंग स्टोरेज. सो ड्युरिंग this oxidation, what happens, lipoxides and carbonyl compounds are initially formed. So their stability is particularly pigment depending upon the environment condition. Okay, now antioxidants. These are the carotenoids which are easily oxidized as oxidation process takes place, and so the antioxidant also activity easily takes place. So it is a good antioxidant having antioxidant property. ह्याच्यामधला जो लो ऑक्सिजन कॉन्सन्ट्रेट आहे हा लिपिड पेरॉक्सिडेशनला इनहिबिट करतो, वाईल हाय ऑक्सिजन प्रेशर असेल तर प्रोऑक्सिडंट प्रॉपर्टी ही आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. सो हा जो कॅरोटिनॉइड आहे हा काय करतो, क्लोरोफिलला प्रोटेक्ट करतो अगेन्स्ट दॅट ऑक्सिजन, दॅट इज सेल्युलर ऑक्सिडेटिव्ह डॅमेज आहे हा इन प्रेझेन्स ऑफ लाईटमध्ये ऑकर होणार आहे. सो लायकोपेन इज मोस्ट इफेक्टिव्ह देन एनी अदर पिगमेंट. सो दिस अँटीऑक्सिडंट ॲक्टिव्हिटी or the property is limiting to cancer and other processing of aging. Okay, now moving ahead with the stability and the processing, they are relatively stable during the typical storage and handling of most of the fruits and vegetables, while the freezing causes little changes in this carotenoid content, but however blanching influences. So ब्लँच करताना फ्रूट्स और फूड एक्झिबिट्स काय करतं तर इन्क्रीज लेवल ऑफ दॅट कॅरोटिनॉइड्स. कशामुळे तर इनॲक्टिवेशन ऑफ दॅट लायपो ऑक्सिजनेज. अँड लायपिलिंग सुद्धा यूज केली जाते काही फ्रूट्ससाठी फॉर द डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ दॅट कॅरोटिनॉइड्स. पण काही केसेसमध्ये कसं होतं एक्सट्रुजन कुकिंग किंवा हाय टेम्परेचर हिटिंग आपण केली तर मग काय होतं की ते कॅरोटिनॉइड्सला आयसोमराइज करतातच पण थर्मल डिग्रेडेशनसुद्धा होतं. त्यामुळे हाय टेम्परेचर हे फ्रॅगमेंटेशन प्रोडक्ट्सला वोलाटाईल करतात आणि म्हणून हाय टेम्परेचर असेल तेव्हा हिटिंग विथ ऑइल हे डिग्रेडेशनला कॉज होऊ शकतं. Okay, these are the points which are included in the carotenoids, that are its function. Mostly carotenoids, they are widespread pigments annually biomass production while they are produced or biosynthesized by the ocean algae. These are the functions which plays major role in photosynthesis and photorotation. The structure, occurrence and distribution, physical properties, extraction and analysis methods, while chemical properties, in chemical properties they are including oxidation, antioxidant and stability and processing. Okay, these are about the carotenoids. Now moving ahead with flavonoids and phenolic compounds. In this what happens we will look for it. Now flavonoids and phenolic compounds, starting with the anthocyanin. It is a flavonoid compound and phenolic compound which is most distributed pigment in the world and are responsible for the wide range of color in pigment. As these phenolic compounds comprise a large group of this organic solvent, then the flavonoids are important as a subgroup. So they contain generally anthocyanin, which is most distributed pigment in the world, I have told you. So they are wide range of color in plant. So they include blue, purple and many colors comparatively. Okay, the structure of this anthocyanin consisting of flavonoids because the characteristics of that carbon skeleton. So when each group of there are many different compounds with their color depending on ring A and ring B. So the basic structure of this anthocyanin is the 2-phenylbenzylium of flavelium salt. So what happens when sugar of an anthocyanin हा हायड्रोलाइज होतो तेव्हा अँथोसायनिडिन हा प्रोड्यूस होतो. हा जो अँथोसायनिडिन आहे हा लेस वॉटर सोल्युबल आहे as correspond to glycosides that are anthocyanins. So within these structural derivatives more than 250 different anthocyanins are identified in this plant world. So anthocyanin content vary by its maturity as carotenoids पण जसं मॅच्युरिटी आहे प्रत्येक स्टेजला तसंच ह्याचं कंटेंटसुद्धा प्लांटच्या मॅच्युरिटी स्टेजेसवरती डिपेंड करतं. सो द टोटल कंटेंट ऑफ दिस व्हॅरी फ्रॉम द रेंज ऑफ म्हणजे टोटल कंटेंट आहे तो अबाउट 20 mg to 600 mg per 100 gram. Okay, so the color and the stability of the anthocyanin is relatively unstable but greatly stable occurring under acidic condition. So degradation of this anthocyanin occurs not only during extraction of the plant tissue but also during the process of the storage food tissues. So when the majority of the factors हे degradation ला responsible आहेत. So also the pH, temperature and O2 oxygen concentration are responsible for degradation of this anthocyanin. Okay, and the factors which are less importance म्हणजे ज्याचं less importance आहे presence of degradative enzyme ला that are absorbic acid, sulfur dioxide, melanine and sugar. Okay, this is includes in the color and stability which generally leads. Major factors means that pH, temperature and oxygen concentrate are responsible for the degradation of this anthocyanin. Okay, then next moving ahead to the structural transformation and pH. In this what happens, जेव्हा डिग्रेडेशन रेट हा खूप ग्रेटली इन्क्रीज असतो तेव्हा अँथोसायनिन्स हे त्याच्या स्ट्रक्चरमधून डिराईव्ह होतात. त्याच्यामध्ये काय होतं, जनरली जेव्हा हायड्रोऑक्सिलेशन हा इन्क्रीज होतो तेव्हा त्याची जी स्टॅबिलिटी आहे अँथोसायनिन्सची ही डिक्रीज होते आणि मिथिलेशन इन्क्रीज होतं आणि त्याला स्टॅबिलिटीसुद्धा इन्क्रीज होते. म्हणजे इन शॉर्ट वॉट की जेव्हा हायड्रोऑक्सिलेशन हे जी प्रोसेस आहे ती जेव्हा इन्क्रीज होते तेव्हा जी स्टॅबिलिटी आहे ती डिक्रीज होते. पण जर आपण मिथिलेशन इन्क्रीज केलं तर स्टॅबिलिटी ही इन्क्रीज होऊ शकते. सो म्हणून ॲक्वेनियस मीडियममध्ये फूड हे जे ऑकर्स होतात हे 4 पॉसिबल स्ट्रक्चर्समध्ये असतात डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दिस pH. दॅट इज ब्ल्यू क्युनोनॉइडल बेस, रेड फ्लॅवियम कॅटायन, कलरलेस कार्बिनॉल, सुडो बेस अँड कलरलेस चायकॉन. Okay, then what are the temperature parameters that they are stable in food which are greatly affected by this temperature, and in general the structural feature of that leads to increase the pH stability, which leads to the thermal stability also increase. So highly these hydroxygenated anthocyanins are less stable than methylated glycosylate and etc. So the oxygen and ascorbic acid, the temperature is nothing but that they are needs to increase the pH stability and thermal stability, while oxygen and ascorbic acid, they plays an important role when the oxygen cause degradation, then their anthocyanin is much more. So modified atmosphere packaging हे यूज केलं जातं, जेणे काय होतं जो ॲब्सॉर्बिक ॲसिड आहे हा डिग्रेडेशनला इंड्यूस करतो आणि इनडायरेक्टली रिझल्ट कशामध्ये करतो तर H2O2 आणि ते फॉर्म काय होतं ऑक्सिडेशन ऑफ दी ॲस्कॉर्बिक ॲसिड. ओके, देन लाईटमध्ये काय होतं, जर आपण ॲक्सेलरेट केलं लाईटला किंवा एक्सपोज केलं तर डिटोरिएशन ऑफ दॅट अँथोसायनिन ऑकर्स. And also we can say that the sugar and their degradation products are also responsible for food preserve stabilize anthocyanins, because sugar हे हाय कॉन्सन्ट्रेट असतं आणि त्याच्यामुळे काय होणार आहे वॉटर ॲक्टिव्हिटी ही डिक्रीज होणार आहे. मेटल्ससुद्धा यूज केलं जातं, दॅट इज मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स ऑफ अँथोसायनिन आर कॉमनली इन दी प्लांट which are observed the color spectrum of the flower. So mostly blue and brown discoloration produce होतं टॅनिनमुळे आणि मेटल कॉम्प्लेक्स हा निग्लेक्ट केला जातो बाय अ बेनिफिशियली इफेक्टमुळे. सल्फर डायऑक्साईड हा हाय कॉन्सन्ट्रेशनमध्ये यूज केला जातो ॲज अ ब्लिचिंग ऑफ अँथोसायनिन. सो कोपिगमेंटेशन आहे ह्याचं कसं होणार आहे की जो अँथोसायनिन आहे हा कंडेन्स करतो स्वतःला, दॅट इज सेल्फ असोसिएशन, आणि ऑर्गॅनिक कंपाऊंड हा फॉर्म होतो, दॅट इज कोपिगमेंटेशन. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण घेऊ शकतो की स्टेबल कलर ऑफ वाईन हा रिझल्ट देतो सेल्फ असोसिएशन ऑफ दॅट अँथोसायनिन. तो स्वतःचं स्वतः आपण ठेवला तर तो सेल्फ असोसिएटेड होतो आणि अँथोसायनिनचा प्रोड्यूस. Then enzyme reaction. In this what happens, they are implicated in decoloration of this anthocyanin. So what are the enzymes that refer to as anthocyanase? That are anthocyanase enzymes causes discoloration, while low sulfur dioxide concentration which inhibits enzymatic degradation. मग 2 ग्रुप्स आयडेंटिफाईड केलेले आहेत, दॅट इज ग्लायकोसायडेज आणि फिनॅलोऑक्सिडेज. Okay, it's all included in this enzyme reaction. These are the properties of the anthocyanins: structure, color and stability, structure transformation and pH, temperature, oxygen and ascorbic acid, light and enzyme action. What are the other flavonoids? They are include non-anthocyanin, proanthocyanin, tannins, quinoids and xanthoins. So let's look one by one. In this what happened, there are more prevalent flavonoids, but they are also they are also non-anthocyanin, which are the type of pigments which occurs in plants and which give mostly the color. It is referred to as a coloring pigment. So although these flavonoids also account for some of the whiteness of the plant, so material and oxidation product of that containing phenolic group which contribute brown and black found in nature. So the importance of this non-anthocyanin flavonoids contribute to a food color, as I told you earlier. So what happens की तो restrict करतो all over contribution, आणि जेव्हा जो whiteness आहे vegetables such as onion, potato मध्ये ह्याला हा largely सोडियम फ्लेवोनॉइड हे असतात, बट त्याचं जे कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन आहे कलरचं थ्रू पिगमेंटेशन इज मोर इम्पॉर्टंट. सो this is all about non-anthocyanin. Now moving ahead with the proanthocyanin. Proanthocyanin म्हणजे काय हे फर्स्टली कोका बीन्समध्ये फाउंड होतात, त्यामुळे जे कंपाऊंड्स आहेत कलरलेस किंवा स्ट्रक्चरल सिमिलर टू अँथोसायनिनच आहेत, बट ते कॅन बी कन्वर्टेड द प्रोडक्ट ड्युरिंग फूड प्रोसेसिंग. म्हणजे त्यांचं जो प्रोसेसिंग होतं तेव्हा ते त्यांचा कलर चेंज करू शकतात. Okay, this is all about proanthocyanin. Then tannins. Tannins is nothing but a vigorous definition of tannin does not exist, but the substance which vary in structure are included under this tannin name. So these are specially phenolic compound आहेत जे simple virtual ability देतात to combine with protein and polymerase. So they can be polysaccharide. हे वॉटर सोल्युबल फिनॉलिक कंपाऊंड्स असल्यामुळे मॉलिक्युलर वेट हा त्यांचा 500 to 3000च्या रेंजमध्ये असतो, आणि ते काय त्यांना ॲबिलिटी आहे टू प्रेसिपिटेट दॅट अल्कोलॉइड अँड अदर प्रोटीन. सो मोस्टली ते बार्क किंवा ओक ट्रीच्या फ्रूटमध्ये फाउंड केले जातात किंवा ऑकर होतात. आणि केमिस्ट्री ऑफ दिस इज कॉम्प्लेक्स, मीन्स दे आर टू ग्रुप्स, दॅट इज प्रोसॅन्थोसायनिडिन दॅट इज कंडेन्स टॅनिन्स आणि ग्लायकोपॉलिएस्टर ऑफ हेक्साहायड्रॉक्झिडायफिनिलिक ॲसिड, glucose polyester of hexahydroxydiphenylic acid. These are the two groups in the tannins which are responsible for the complexness, which are in condensed as well as in free state. So this tannin range in color from yellowish white to light brown, also to the black color of that food or any processed food we are going to do. Now quinoids and xanthons. In this what happens that quinoids हे phenolic compound असल्यामुळे त्यांचा molecular weight हा monomer to polymer represent करतो by hypocriticize. So हे widely distributed plant मध्ये असतात, स्पेशली ट्रीजला असतात, आणि कलर कॉन्ट्रीब्युशनचं यांचं मेन रोल आहे. बिटर इन टेस्ट असतात, प्लस त्यांचं जे कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन आहे हे ॲनिमल प्लांटपासून आहे हे मिनिमल आहे. ओके. अँड झॅन्थॉन्समध्ये काय होतं, हे पिगमेंट्स हे येलो आहेत, फिनॉलिक पिगमेंट्स असल्यामुळे दे आर ऑफन कन्फ्युज्ड विथ दी glycon because of the structural characteristics. Structural characteristics, they are what similar to other phenolic compounds. So these were the flavonoids and phenolic compounds that are anthocyanin. It is most distributed pigment in the plant world. Its structure, color stability, structural transformation and pH, temperature, oxygen and ascorbic acid, light, enzymatic reaction and other flavonoids which includes non-anthocyanin, proanthocyanin, tannins and quinoids and xanthones. Okay, now this moving ahead with the betalains. Betalains are nothing but their structure depends upon the color to the similar plants containing anthocyanin structure, and the color are similar to that of anthocyanin, which these are containing the groups as beta-cyanin, which are beta-cyanins, which are red in color, and beta-xanthins, which are yellow in color, in which the color does not affect by the pH or any contradictory behavior of the anthocyanin. So these are most water soluble आहेत आणि exist in the internal salt in vacuoles of the plant cell. So plant containing these pigments are restricted to the 10 families of the order Centripersmae. So the presence of this betaline is present mutually exclusively to the anthocyanin, and these betalines represent the condensation of the primary and secondary amine with beta-lamic acid. Okay, so beta-cyanins are nothing but the optically active because of the chiral carbon, that is C2 and C15, आणि त्याचं जे हायड्रोलिसिस आहे हे इधर बिटालिडिनला होतं किंवा इपिमी आयसोबिटालिडिनमध्ये फॉर्म होतं. म्हणून बीटा-झॅन्थिन हे स्ट्रक्चरली सिमिलर आहेत हे बीटा-सायनिन्सला. म्हणून हे डिफर कशामध्ये करतात तर बीटा-सायनिन इन दॅट वेन देअर indole nucleus is replaced by the amino acid. So in case of indica xanthin, we can say that the amino acid is proline, but two beta xanthins which are associated from beet vulgaxanthin, that is 1 and 2. सो ह्यांचं जो डिफरंट आहे इंडिका झॅन्थिनचा हा प्रोलॅमाइनला तर देतोच, विच हा रिप्लेस कशाने होऊ शकतो तर ग्लुटामाइन किंवा ग्लुटॅमिक ॲसिडनी रिस्पेक्टिवली. सो जे मोस्ट एक्झाम्पल आय कॅन गिव्ह यू दॅट की मोस्ट व्हेजिटेबल्स आहेत जे कंटेन करतात बिटालाइन्स ते रेड बीट आहेत आणि ॲमरॅन्थन आहेत. आणि हा जो मेजर बीटासायनिन्स हे रेड बीटमध्ये असतात आणि बिटॅनिन अँड आयसोबिटॅनिन हे ॲमॅरॅन्थनमध्ये असतात, जे कुठल्या फॉर्ममध्ये असतात तर ॲमॅरेथिन आणि आयसो ॲमॅरेथिन. ओके, नाउ मूव्हिंग अहेड विथ द फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. दीज आर light absorb strongly, having the property that they can absorb the light strongly, while the pH is of about 4.0. absorption maximum shift towards a slightly shorter wavelength. जर 4 असेल तर हा जो ॲब्झॉर्प्शन आहे त्याचं हा शॉर्टर वेवलेंथच्या डिरेक्शनने स्लाइटली शिफ्ट होणार आहे, दॅट इज 535 नॅनोमीटर. वाईल pH हा अबव्ह 0.7 असणार आहे, तर ज्याची जी ॲब्झॉर्प्शन मॅक्झिमम शिफ्ट आहे ही लॉंगर वेवलेंथकडे होणार आहे, दॅट इज 544 नॅनोमीटर. सो ॲब्झॉर्प्शन मॅक्झिमम शिफ्ट आणि मिनिमम ॲब्झॉर्प्शन मॅक्झिमम शिफ्ट हे स्लाइटली किंवा टुवर्ड्स लॉंगर किंवा शॉर्टर वेवलेंथवरती डिपेंड करतात. ओके, then next is chemical properties. Like other natural pigments, betalines are affected by the several environmental conditions, that is heat and acid, oxygen and light. We can say that about the heat and acid, that under a mild alkaline condition, betaline degrades to betalamic acid. So what happens? Cyclodopa 5 glucoside is formed. So these two degradation products also form during the heating process. So acidic betaline solution किंवा thermal processing of that product हे काय होतं, कंटेन करतो बीटरूट किंवा स्लो ॲक्शन करायला इंड्यूस होतो. ओके. सो त्याचा जो रिॲक्शनचा pH आहे हा कशावरती डिपेंड आहे, तर pHच्या रेंजवरती ॲज वेल ॲज स्टॅबिलिटीवरती. तर pHचा रेंज हा किती असला पाहिजे, अराउंड 4.0 to 5.0, तेव्हा तो त्याची जी स्टॅबिलिटी आणि pH हा मेंटेन होणार आहे. सो इट शुड बी नोटेड दॅट दिस रिॲक्शन रिक्वायर्ड वॉटर when water is unavailable to become that betaline stable. So to have that betaline in stable, to maintain its stability, they are being noted that the reaction requires water when they are unavailable or when they are not having any water in its reaction. So decrease water activity काय cause करणार आहे, decrease in degradation rate of this betaline. So they are in required of water when the water is unavailable. So this degradation of betaline is reversible. So regeneration ही पिगमेंटची ऑकर होणार आहे हीट केल्यामुळे. सो म्हणूनच ह्याचा जो मेकॅनिझम आहे रिजनरेशनचा हा स्विफ्ट बेस कंडेन्सेशनला रिलेट करतो किंवा इन्वॉल्ड आहे. त्यामुळे जो बीटालाईन आहे ॲक्वॅनस सोल्युशनमध्ये जेव्हा हीट केला जातो तेव्हा डिकार्बोऑक्झिलेशन ऑकर होतं आणि CO2 हा इव्हॉल्ड होतो ॲज एव्हिडन्स. तेव्हा मग रेट ऑफ दिस डिकार्बोऑक्झिलेशन हा इन्क्रीज होतो विथ इन्क्रीज इन दॅट ॲसिडिटी. Okay, so about oxygen and light we can say that the another major factors which is responsible for the degradation of these betalines, which is held in presence of oxygen, and it is done by the first order of kinetic reaction. So what happens, this oxidation betalines हे accelerate करतात in presence of the light. पण जेव्हा अँटीऑक्सिडंट प्रेझेंट असतात, फॉर एक्झाम्पल ॲस्कॉर्बिक ॲसिड किंवा BHA BHT हे इम्प्रूव्ह करतात स्टॅबिलिटी. त्याच्यामुळे जो इफेक्ट आहे हा प्रोसेसिंगमध्ये होऊ शकतो प्रोसेसिंगच्या पिगमेंट्समुळे. ओके, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट बेटालामाइन्स. सो आय होप यू हॅव गॉट ऑल these 3 concepts about the carotenoids, flavonoids and other phenolic compounds and betalines. These are the pigments which are in animal and plant pigments which plays a major role during the thermal processing as well as during the environmental conditions to maintain their stability as well as to how they can be maintained to their desired property. They all have we learned in this point or topic. So mostly I would like to say ki these are the pigments where their physical properties, chemical properties, occurrence, then when what happens when they are exposed to heat, that is environmental condition, their pH, all that factors affecting them, they we have learned and how to stabilize them. So I hope you would have understood all this concept. If you are having any problem, you can ask freely. Thank you.